welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, I'm Nes and today I'm back with a new unboxing video for you. I don't film these kind of unboxing videos a lot normally, but I think this is quite a mysterious and exclusive brand in a way. So I thought it could be helpful to those who are also interested in the brand and who also want to get something from the brand but want to receive more information about it. I know that it's very hard to find information about this brand's handbags, especially on the internet. The brand I'm talking about is Goyard, as you can already tell from the title. I hope you will enjoy this video. If you do so, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, and to turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. I would really appreciate that, and it would really mean a lot to me. So thank you so much, and thank you for watching. And I would say let's start. A Goyard handbag was on my wish list for years now, and when we planned our trip to Paris, I knew that I really wanted to check out a Goyard store because you can't find Goyard handbags on the internet. They don't sell online and you can only get them in their own shops. And Goyard is a brand which doesn't have a lot of stores around the world. So I think that's also another reason why it's so mysterious and exclusive in a way, because even in France, it's a French brand and I think they only have like about 5 stores in France, so that's not a lot. You can only find them on the second-hand market online, but I have to say that the prices on the second-hand market are much higher than the original prices, like the in-store prices. So consider that as well if you want to get something from Goyard. Last weekend, my sister and we went to Paris, and on our last day, we went to the Goyard store on Rue Saint-Honoré. There are actually 2 stores. We went to the one which is a little bit bigger. I think there is a little bit more of a selection, so we decided to go to that one. And there was a small queue, which was expected. If you want to get something from Goyard, just be aware that you probably have to queue for a bit. The queue wasn't as bad as we expected, and I think we only waited for about 30 to 40 minutes, which is fine. We lined up and then a gentleman from the store came out and asked us if it's our first time and showed us how we can create an account. While you're waiting in the line, you already create your account. This way you save time once you're in the store and buy something, and I think that's quite a clever solution. So we did that. Once it was our turn to go in, we were greeted by a sales associate who asked us what we wanted to see. Both my sister and we really wanted to try the Saint Louis tote in the PM size and in the GM size, which is the smaller one and the bigger one. And we wanted to see them in the burgundy, in the gray, in navy, and I think in green, and also the mini Anjou in gray and burgundy. She brought out everything and we started trying the bags on. The first bag I tried on was the Saint Louis tote in PM in gray. It was the smaller size. As soon as I tried to put the bag over my shoulder, I knew that this isn't the one for me because the PM size has quite short handles and I was wearing a light blazer coat and I couldn't fit it over my shoulder. So this was already for me a sign that this bag would not fit my style and lifestyle, because if I'm getting a bag which is this expensive, I want to be able to wear it all year round with all of my jackets and outfits, and this was just not the bag. So it was an immediate no. Then I tried on the second bag, which is the bag I got. So I think we should do the unboxing quickly and then we can talk about it. Here's the bag. So it comes in this green shopping bag with this yellow like ribbon and tissue paper. I already did the first unboxing, so the actual unboxing, because I couldn't fit it this way into my carry-on luggage, so I had to unbox it. If you want to see the first impression, the first unboxing, head over to my TikTok because it's over on there. But I still wanted to do an unboxing on my YouTube as well. I think this way it's a little bit more special. Here it is. It comes in this huge yellow orangey dust bag. The second bag I tried on was the Saint Louis GM in the color burgundy. I can't even tell you how obsessed I am, especially with this color. So this was the second handbag I tried on, and the moment I put it over my shoulder, I knew this is the one I want, because it was love at first sight, or at first try. The size was perfect. It felt very comfortable on my shoulder. I could comfortably put it over my shoulder, which was the biggest thing for me and the most important part, because as I said, if I'm paying this much for a bag, I want to be able to wear it with almost everything. I love the color. Like this color, I don't know what it is about it, but I'm just so in love with this burgundy shade. I just loved how it looked on me. I loved the size, the slouchiness. The size of the smaller one, of the PM size, looked so weird on me. I don't know why, because I'm not even that tall. I'm only 167, but it was such an in-between size for my frame, I feel like. It just looked very weird. I didn't like the size of it either. Like the handles were too short, yes, but I also didn't really enjoy the size of the bag in general. As I said, this is the Saint Louis tote bag in the size GM, which is the bigger size, and it's in the color burgundy. It is made of Goyardine canvas, which is this particular leather at Goyard, and it has calfskin handles. And I want to tell you a little bit more about the Goyardine leather, but I have to read it because I can't remember that. When Edmond Goyard created the Goyardine canvas in 1892, he was heavily influenced and inspired by his family's history. The piled-up dot pattern hints at the lodge drivers, guided by his ancestors. Is it lodge or log? I don't know. While the Goyardine is derived from putangris, a natural coated cloth mixing linen and cotton that the companions of the river used to cut biodes, their working garments. Altogether hard-wearing, flexible and waterproof, the Goyardine provided to be a true technical revolution at a time when other trunk makers were still using plain linen cloth. So I think the history behind it is quite amazing, and I think that was also a reason why I have been loving Goyard for many, many years. And it is a pattern unique to Goyard. You could say that it is like a logo, but it is still quite subtle and not like too much, for me at least. The Goyardine canvas is very resistant. It's not a sensitive leather. If something spills on it, you can wipe it off easily, which is amazing. Also, it is water resistant, but keep in mind that it's still a leather handbag, so I wouldn't wear it when it's pouring outside or snowing like crazy. But to be honest, I wouldn't wear any of my designer handbags under those weather conditions, so I think that's normal. It is a very, very lightweight handbag because it is unlined, which means that it doesn't come with a lining. The inside is made of this linen cotton fabric, which is just the inside of this Goyardine leather. Because it doesn't have a lining, it's also quite slouchy and not very structured. So if you put something into the bag, then it will, like the bottom will collapse like this, and it won't keep the shape like this, which is fine for me because I knew that it's this way. But if you're not into that, then maybe consider getting the other styles, which I'm gonna get into in a minute. It's very slouchy, very lightweight. You can fit a lot because it's huge, as you can see. I will definitely get a bag insert for this though, because I think it will be better for the shape of the handbag. Also like for organization, because this way it's just an empty bag, and with a bag organizer, I think it will be easier for me to put everything into it. The Saint Louis tote also comes with this pouch attached to one of the handles, which you can take off very easily. So if you don't want to have this in your handbag, or if you want to put it in other handbags, you can easily detach it. I really love this because you can, for example, put your card holder in this, and I think it feels more safe because it is attached to the handbag. So I don't know, it kind of feels more safe. This handbag is also reversible, which means you can wear it inside out with the linen material on the outside, which I don't think I will be doing because I would get stains on it immediately. The Saint Louis handbag was initially designed as a beach bag, so you can put your wet things in the handbag with the Goyardine leather inside because it is water resistant. But yeah, I think after that it got very popular as a regular handbag. You can use it as a beach bag as well if you want to, but I don't think I will be doing that. For me, this is just a perfect everyday bag where I can put everything, all my essentials in it, especially if I work outside. Like I can put my laptop in it, my headphones, my notebook. It will fit a lot. It's also great for traveling, I think, because of the size of it. But I do know that this can be quite a sensitive bag as well when it gets too heavy, especially around the handles. When I'm traveling, for example, I always travel with my carry-on luggage. So when I travel, I can put the handbag on top of my carry-on luggage so it is supported from the bottom, which I think makes it easier. We will see how robust this handbag is. I'm very excited to use it, and yeah, can't wait to style it. The Saint Louis comes in 11 different colors, so in burgundy, gray, white, black with tan handles, navy, sky blue, green, orange, yellow, red. I think that's it. And they do come out with some seasonal limited edition colors every now and then. If you're not into these kind of slouchier handbags, if you want a tote bag which has a little bit more structure, then Goyard has two more tote bags in this similar style, which are a little bit more structured. The first one is the Anjou and the second one is the Artois. The Anjou is exactly the same handbag, but with a leather lining, so the inside is full leather as well. And because it is leather, it's more structured and less slouchy. It's also a little bit heavier and also a little bit more expensive because it's full leather. The mini Anjou was the one I tried on as well because this was also a bag on my wish list. I was sure that I would love the mini Anjou because I thought it's totally my style. But when I tried the bag on, I realized that it doesn't really fit me. Like, I don't know why, but it didn't look good on me. I love the handbag. I love it on other girls. I've seen it on so many cool girls who are rocking the bag, but it just looked so normal on me. So yeah, that was my mini Anjou story. To be honest, I was quite happy that it didn't look good on me because otherwise I don't know which one I would choose because the Anjou was very high on my wish list as well. And the other structured shopper is the Artois shopper, which is again almost a similar design, but it has leather corners. And it also comes with a zipper. So if you don't like open handbags like this, and if you want a little bit more structure, then maybe you should go for the Artois handbag. If you want a Goyard handbag, if you have it on your wish list, then I would highly recommend you to check out one of the Goyard stores and try everything on so you really see which one of the handbags you like the most and which one fits your style the most. Because as I said, I thought the Anjou would fit me the best, the mini Anjou, but it didn't look good on me, so I could tick it off my wish list. But if I hadn't tried it on, it would still be on my wish list. That's why I think it's very important to always try on those things on your wish list many times in many different colors, many different sizes and styles to see if you really like it and if it really suits you and your lifestyle. I think these are very important things to consider when you want to buy something which should last you for a very long time. I will definitely be wearing this for many years and I think it's a very classic and timeless handbag. I'm so happy about this color. As you know, my closet is very much neutral themed, so I only wear gray, black, beige, white, a little bit of brown, a little bit of pink, sometimes like light pink. And I love the fact that I could add a little pop of color with this handbag. But what I especially love is that this burgundy shade is kind of still very neutral, but also a pop of color, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really, really love it. You will definitely see me styling this bag a lot. And lastly, let's get to the price of this handbag. I normally don't really talk about prices, but I know that it's very hard to find Goyard handbags prices online, so I thought it could be helpful for you too. So the current price of the Saint Louis GM Tote is 1,600 euros. I think of the mini Anjou it was around 2,000 euros. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was over 2,000, but I'm not sure exactly how much it was. Unfortunately, I haven't asked for the PM size of the Saint Louis, but I think it should be around 1,450 maybe. If you're interested in the handbags, I'm sure you can call the store and ask for prices before you go. When I want a certain designer handbag, I really think about it a lot before getting it. I never do impulse buys when it comes to designer items because I know I will spending a lot of money and I want the piece to last me for a very long time. I want to be able to wear it with most of my outfits. I want to be able to wear it comfortably, so comfort is very important for me as well. I want it to be a piece which I'm so happy about every time I wear it. It really should spark joy in me, and this handbag was something which was on my wish list for many, many years. I know it became quite popular and trendy on social media at the moment, and I also know that a lot of people don't really get the hype about it. For me personally, this is not a trendy handbag, and I wasn't influenced to get it because of the trend. It was on my wish list for many years, as I said. And the first time I think I saw the Goyard store, which was in 2017 in Paris, there were the trunks outside the store, and I was just so amazed by the trunks because they look so nice and so luxurious, but also like very timeless in a way. It looked just very good. It's a brand I loved for many years. It's a bag that I had on my wish list for many years, but I wasn't really able to try it on. As I said, there are only a few stores around the world. Now was the right time, I guess. That was my Goyard story time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you still have any more questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments down below. I will try to answer them if I can. Thank you so much for watching and for tuning in, and also for your love on my latest videos. It really means so much to me, and I really appreciate all your love and support, all your lovely comments, your likes. It really means so much to me, and it makes me so happy that you like my videos. So thank you so much for that as well. And I'm about to head out to go to a cafe and edit this video. So I thought this is the best opportunity to show you what fits into my Saint Louis tote. So the next clips you will see will be me filling up this handbag. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see us again in the next video. Bye bye.
Don't want nobody else around. When I'm with you, baby, nothing really matters. So like think about, baby, there's no doubt. Spending hours over at your place. Every night, hold me tight in your arms. Wanting more of you. Do you feel it too? 보고 싶어, wanna take a night. Honestly, I'm wanting something safer. 말해줄래, tell me what I want. Can't keep going on like this. 오늘 정해, leave 우리 사이엔 gamble. 시간 낭비하기 싫어. Please don't. I'm missing my time on you. 이제 정해, leave 그만할래. gamble. 나를 잃긴 싫어. Please don't. I'm missing my time on you.
What do I gotta do to make you see? Want you to be with me endlessly, but forever till we part ways. Hope it's not too soon. How I see it now, just wanna make a temporary